Hey, pals! Thanks for joining me today. I am PaigeTheFramer, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 20 of my podcast. Episode 20. We're here. I can't believe I've made it to episode 20. That's 20 straight weeks of videoing, and editing, and putting something together for you guys. And that's not counting Vlogmas of 2017, which is when all this began. Yeah. So all that said, episode 20 almost didn't happen. Why, you wonder? Why? Later on in this, do I point this way or that way when I say later on? Anyway, in this episode, you're going to see a bit of a discussion I had with Karen, who is the owner of the Periwinkle Sheep, which is a hand-dyed yarn company that I now carry in my shop. So come visit and see her yarn. It's gorgeous. Her jewel tones are incredible. That aside. So I had asked her if she would want to be on the podcast, and she was so gracious and really talked with me, and then I thought I lost the video, or I deleted it, or I didn't record it. So today is Wednesday, and I usually do podcasts Monday, sometimes Tuesday if I'm late, but oops. So I told her I lost it and that I couldn't do the episode, and I was like, well, you know what, I'll just wait till next week. But I found it. I'm very happy. Very happy. Which means now there's a podcast. There's an episode 20 this week, so I'm not skipping a week like I thought I was going to. Oh, sorry, cat. I have a co-host. I don't know if she's shown her head yet. So I am rambling and being weird. Oh, little cat paw. So I think I went on a tangent just there. Let me go back to the beginning. I'm Paige, and this is my podcast. You can find me on Instagram, Ravelry, and Periscope as PaigeTheFramer. And you can find information about me and my yarn and frame shop in Point Pleasant, New Jersey, Frame and Fiber, at frameandfiber.com. And if you're interested in looking at some of the commercial yarns I sell them on Etsy, and my Etsy shop is Frame and Fiber NJ. All of that is linked below, so please feel free to go down there. Although no thumbs down, please thumbs up, thank you. So, hi cat. Yeah. Today is a dreary, cloudy, rainy day, which is fine, because my grass and my flowers that I'm looking at are beautiful and green and super happy, so I'm thankful for the rain. However, I think we're getting a week straight of this rain. So it's all good. It'll be sunny. Hopefully on Monday so I can take a hike. Oh, and that's another thing you'll see in this episode. So you will see some of my hiking. So why don't we just get into it, shall we?
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
You guys about a few things that I am up to for the month of May. First thing, I am in the middle of my MayScopeADay challenge. Today is May. Gosh, I should have looked at the date, huh? What does the phone say? I'm recording on the phone. Oh, I guess you can't. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, it is May 16th. So today is the 16th day of my MayScopeADay challenge. The challenge is to go live for at least 2 minutes for each day in the month of May. And the goal is for that 2 minutes. I mean, I go well over the 2 minutes at this point. You guys are probably, I'm pretty chatty now. For me anyway, I'm pretty chatty. So I'm on there for quite some time. My average is about 8 to 10 minutes, but every once in a while I'll do a really long a long scope where I'm just kind of making something. So it's on Periscope, where I am PaigeTheFramer. If you are on Twitter, you can follow me there as PaigeTheFramer, and you can see these videos as well. And for me, I'm trying to be comfortable going live and interacting with viewers. I'm trying to get better at not doing stuff like that, you know, and like and so and all that happy horse shit. And that stupid giggle I do. Oh my goodness. So, I'm having fun with my MayScopeADay challenge. We get prompts for each day, so if I can't think of something that I want to share, I can go off the prompts. But yeah, if you would be interested in seeing that, checking that out, either on Twitter or Periscope, find me at PaigeTheFramer and give it a look. I really have fun doing it. I think what I would ultimately like to do after I'm done with this is to go live more on Instagram, where most of my audience is, and possibly on Facebook. I kind of not sure about that because I'm not really a Facebook user. You can find me on Facebook as Frame and Fiber. So for me, connecting with you guys it kind of helps me, how can I put it? Being live on a live video and really having that communication back and forth, that I still present to you guys what I'm talking about, but I get your interactions. I really love that, and it really makes me feel like I'm not just sitting in a room like I am now talking to a little tiny dot on my phone. It makes me feel a little bit better. Oh, little kitty. Kim, don't you want the people to see you? The MayScopeADay challenge is pretty cool. This Saturday, May 19th, I am hosting Julie Romano, who is the owner of Sweet Sparrow Yarns. I'm super excited. I really am. I don't know how else to say it. I'm so excited she's going to be at my shop. I adore her yarn. Absolutely love her yarn. I think her color aesthetic is so unique. I think she is... There's so many dyers out there, and everyone has their own flair and their own, you know, they have their own look. Everyone definitely stands out, but I can pick her yarn out of a lineup every single time. There's something about her colors that melt my heart. I just love her yarn. And which is really cool. You're going to see some of her yarn in my whip section because she pairs really well. The yarn that I'm using pairs really well with other indie dyers that I love. So anyway, totally rambling and off topic. Back to the trunk show. So it's this Saturday from 10 till 2. If you're in the Point Pleasant area, please stop in and say hi. Show Julie some support. Come see all of her new, she's doing a whole bunch of new summer colorways, and we get to see them for the first time at my shop. I'm super excited for that, and I'm sure she'll have some of her old favorites because, well, because they're amazing. And I'm sure that my pockets will be a little bit lighter after she leaves 2 o'clock because I will no doubtedly be buying some of her yarn. So please stop in. It would be so fun to see you guys. It's a great opportunity to just come out, hang out, and support a local maker. let's talk about the 3-color make-along, shall we? It's hashtag Color KAL, and I've made progress on mine. So the last time I've talked about this, at least I think I talked about it on the last podcast, about how I'm not moving along on it. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe that was Maryland and I didn't mention this at all. Either way, I was kind of frustrated with my project, and it wasn't, my brain just wasn't in the right space. So it's moving along very well now. And let me introduce you guys to the 3-color make-along. So Liz Zimmerman, the host of the Just One End podcast, and I are hosting this make-along together. You can knit, weave, or crochet a project using 3 colors. That is the requirement to enter into this KAL. It was originally, or it started on April 28th and was going to end on May 28th, which is Memorial Day. But I begged for an extension because I'm not keeping up with all the Joneses, or at least the Zimmermans. So Liz extended it to June 15th. I'm super excited about that because I think I can get this done now. Which is funny because I don't know why it's such a big deal for me to finish it on time, because I can't win the grand prize anyway because I'm the host. All right, so I am making, oh, where's the pattern? Oh, here it is. This pattern is living in my Luke bag. This is a bag made by Daisy Lane Design, Allison. This is one of my favorite bags. It is a square floppy bag. It's not a box bottom, it's not a drawstring, it's floppy. And I love it because it folds up and fits into all of my other bags. Love this shape. It's recycled denim. And it's the Luke bag because she designed this bag and put this applique coffee cup on. She was inspired to make 4 bags, or was it 5 bags? No, it was 4 bags. The girls from Legacy Fiber Arts did a line, or they have a line of yarn that they dye that is inspired by the men of Stars Hollow, who are characters in the TV series The Gilmore Girls. And so they did colorways for Logan, Luke, Kirk, and Dean, and Jess. Oh, there was 5. Okay, so 5. So Allison made 5 bags to go along with the yarn, and we sold that at my shop. We are sold out of the bags, but if you're interested in seeing them, oh, I wonder if I have any pictures. If I have pictures and can find them, I'll put them somewhere in this episode. If I can't find them, you can definitely see them on my Instagram or Allison's Instagram, which is Daisy Lane Design. And they were the coolest bags, and Logan's was great. It was from like recycled, I think it was a recycled suit jacket, and she put an umbrella on it for the Life and Death Brigade. If you're a Gilmore Girls fan, you will love this stuff as much as I do. So that is my Luke bag. That's what this is living in. That's the inside. Oh, I love it. It's such a cool bag. So the pattern that I'm doing, wow, I really am going on tangents today. I'm doing the Suburban Wrap by Miss Joji Locatelli. Everyone makes all of her patterns all the time. And so I don't know what it was, but for whatever reason, my head wasn't in the game and I was not feeling the knit. And I actually ripped it out and started over. I used a different needle. I went down a needle size. The pattern calls for a size 6, a 4mm, and I went down to a 3mm. And I'm glad I did because I am so loosey-goosey with my knitting that it just feels better. So I am happy, and once I got past the lace for some reason was driving me nuts. And it's a really simple lace. But like I said, my head wasn't in the game. But it is now. I feel like ever since Liz extended the deadline for this, I've been like on it. All right, so what yarn am I using? Color 1 is this gorgeous yarn, and this is dyed by my most favorite Tommy of the, Tommy, you guys, I'm such a spaz. Tommy owns Moonstone Dyeworks. She is the host of the Squirrel Pie Productions podcast, and she's a lovely human. And she has mad skills with in the dye pots. And so this is her colorway called Cold Stone Manners. And it is on her, oh shoot, I forget what base this is on. I still have the tag, yes! See, I am with it. All right, Stone Cold Manners. It's on her BFL sock base. So it's 80% blue face Leicester and 20% nylon. I'm really a fan of blue face Leicester nylon blends. All of the socks that I've made out of that blend make me so happy, and they hold up so well. They're the ones that I can throw in the wash, or actually strike that, Paul Miller can throw in the wash because he doesn't realize that they're my hand knit socks, and wash and dry them with all the other socks, and they hold up fine. I have a couple pairs of socks that he's done that with. I still wear them, but they're pretty ugly. Color 2. Shoot, I'm forgetting the color. I should really have notes instead of having to take the ball bands out. Elephant ears. Okay, this is elephant ears, dyed by Legacy Fiber Arts. I don't know if you can see because my nose is itchy. Allergy season. I don't know if you can see very well in this light because everything is a little bit blown out because I'm sitting so close to the window, but there's a lot of pinks and some gray running through here. This is from their neutral line. I think I've used every one of their neutral colors because they're so pretty and they're so light, like very, very little bit of color with this lovely white, and it goes with so many other indie dyed companies. Like, to me, I think everyone should have some of these neutrals from Legacy in their stash, because if you're into knitting multicolored shawls, fingering weight anything, these tie other yarns together, and I will show you what they tie together. So this is my Sweet Sparrow, and this is, oh, sorry, this is on their Cozy Toes base. It's their MCN blend. And this is on, oh, so, and then this is my, hello bird, this is Sweet Sparrow Knits, Sweet Sparrow Yarns. So she will be here on Saturday. This is her colorway it's on the Gosling base, which is her MCN base as well. Oh, it's called Snowberry. That's right. I should have known that. Get that back in there. Okay. Look at those colors. Beautiful. So, like I said, it's hard to see the pink, but it ties these two colors, the Sweet Sparrow and the Moonstone. It ties them together so well because that pink just goes right through all three of them. And so I'm loving my wrap. And I really do. I mean, I love these yarns. I love these ladies so much. I think they're so talented. I wish that wasn't blowing out so bad. Maybe I should put my face there. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay. Now you can see the colors better. Hello, Robin. Oh my gosh, have you guys seen, there's a robin outside. Have you seen the Chevy Rell Stuff podcast? It's one of her, it's an episode that's not an episode. You should go check it out on YouTube right here, because she has a mama robin nesting on her wreath on her front door, and she shows a video of the robin coming back and forth and feeding the babies and their little heads. It's the cutest thing. You need to go see it. So now you can really see the pink and just how it's tying all of those colors together. These are awesome together. So during the New Jersey Wool Walk, I probably put together dozens of kits with yarn from all different dyers, and it was so fun to match all of their different colorways. And just, I don't know, I feel like that should be the next make along, is like pair your favorite dyers and make something. I don't know, we have to figure that one out. Okay, so are you ready to see my progress so far on my Suburban Wrap? That's my giggle of I'm so excited. So I am just beginning the repeat. You go section 1, section 2, 3 and 4, and then repeat 3 and 4. And so I'm on the 3 and 4 repeat. And so color 1 is the Moonstone Dyework. Color 2, which stripes with the Moonstone Dyeworks, is the elephant ears from Legacy. There's Legacy there too. And then here is the Sweet Sparrow. Oh my gosh! Right? Did I kick butt putting these colors together or what? Because that wins. That wins. So, yeah. I'm excited. I think, like, I'm getting momentum on this now because I'm loving the knit. I'm loving it now. Seriously, last week, I hated it. It's interesting how things change. So I just want to knit on this, knit on this, knit on this, and I think I will have it done for June 15th. I'm super excited. Look at that thing. Look how pretty. I love, love, love the way the Stone Cold Manners and the elephant ears stripe like that. And I think I want to get more of those two colorways and do some kind of cool stripy cardigan because that is stunning. So stunning. Brava, my little lovely ladies, and who make all of these beautiful things for me to play with, because I have no desire to dye yarn. I don't know why, which is weird because I love color theory. It was my most favorite subject in college. I have no desire, and I'm so glad I know you guys because look at what you've made. And you guys have never met, the three of you. Look at that. Holy mackerel, I'm a geek. So, oh, wouldn't that be a pretty sweater? Stop. Stop. Okay, sweater designers. Andy KF, if you're watching, design me a sweater that looks like that, because that is gorgeous. I need to find a sweater now. This shall be the episode with the make me a sweater pattern people. Do it now. I'm such a geek. So, voila. So on this next segment is the footage that I took from the visit with Karen from the Periwinkle Sheep. If you are unfamiliar with the Periwinkle Sheep, it is high time you become familiar because Karen's been dyeing yarn now for, gosh, I forget what she said. It's a while. You'll see that in the episode or in the next segment, or that's the next segment. Anyway, she is a very talented lady who is serious about color. Her colors, which I have in the shop right now, I have 12 or 13. Yeah, so she is a really cool lady. I had such a great visit with her. I'm so excited to offer her in my shop to my customers. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me about anything you see. If you want to see more of her colors, if you want to talk about buying her yarn, just send me a message. I hope you love Karen. She's pretty darn cool, and I think you're going to love her yarn. For you, okay. It's the same thing, like your why of it, like, okay, which you already kind of talked about. I mean,
it goes back even further.
Yeah, for me too. It goes back to.
It goes back because, you know, going back to when I first learned how to knit in elementary school, and they taught us knitting, crocheting, basic embroidery, and hand sewing, and the knitting is what stuck. And my maternal grandmother would always, she was making everything. And for my birthday, I must have been 15, she bought me enough yarn to make a Shetland sweater, like all this Shetland wool.
Oh my gosh.
And I had a Mon Tricot a pattern book, Stitch Dictionary. And I designed my own 3-color Shetland sweater cardigan. I didn't know about steeking. I didn't know about shaping. I still have the thing.
Do you really?
And it took me 1 year to make it.
Oh my gosh.
but I proudly wore it.
Yeah.
The back's smaller than the front. It's insane, but it's the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen.
You were 15.
I was 15.
I love that. See, that's the stuff.
So, and then it turns out that my paternal great grandmother was a shepherdess.
Oh my gosh.
And I just, this past trip that I went back over, my father showed me the house where they were living, and he showed me the sheep meadow where the village sheep were grazing.
That is so cool.
So it just goes back.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait a minute. Of course it's in my blood.
Yeah.
You know?
I love it.
So anyway,
Very cool.
that's why, you know, it's like I just need to acknowledge that, and that it's just taking a modern turn now. It's like, it's for now, what people are doing now.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
So did you record all that? 'Cause now
Yes,
we
that's
could be
all
done.
recording. I decided to just record you. That way you don't have to worry about the camera. We're just chatting. I just want to introduce you. That's okay. Hey, pals. I'm here with Karen of the Periwinkle Sheep.
Hi.
I'm so happy that you stopped in to visit.
Thank you for having me.
Yay! So you were on your way through from Maryland Sheep and Wool on your way back, and that's how I got to be on your itinerary. I'm very, very happy about that. And I just want to let you guys know that Karen stopped by, and so we could talk about adding her yarn to my shop. You and I met for the first time at Vogue, but Vogue was so crazy, and I was like so out of sort. That we
had no sleep.
There was no talking and chatting, so this is really the first time we're talking. But that's not the first time I've seen your yarn. That was the first time I've seen you.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, it's really cool to be, I don't know, it was really fun that I was on your radar too, so.
Absolutely.
So cool. But Karen and what she does with her company really fits into my sort of aesthetic and the way that I run my shop. I feel like we have a lot just in common, and as far as what we are looking to do with our businesses.
Yes. We've been sitting here for maybe an hour, and it turns out we could just talk all day.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. Definitely, without a doubt. And your yarns, I'm going to go grab a couple just so I can show them.
She's grabbing yarn.
This is just a sampling of the yarn, and this is just so you guys can see. I mean, it's hard to see on camera anyway, but this is Karen's company. This is her logo. This is watercolors too. This is one of your first that you said, right? Watercolor and watercolor too.
Where is it? This one is, nope. Where'd it go? Did you grab
There's
it?
one down here.
Here.
Yeah.
Watercolors and Watercolors 2 were the first ones I ever dyed, and I foolishly thought that that would be it. It was during the sock craze in the 2000, I almost said 1900. 2008, 9, 10, etc. I went to the sock summit twice, and I brought all this sock yarn, and it was fabulous.
It's amazing.
And then it just went from there.
Cool. So, yeah, Karen, we're going to be adding Karen's yarn to the shop, and I just wanted you guys to meet her, and
it's so nice to meet you all.
I'm so glad you're here. She is, if you don't know about Periwinkle Sheep, your website is the, I always say the Periwinkle.
It is. It's actually.
Oh, it is.
Your
website is not.
Because it changed.
Oh.
From the printing of these 2,000 labels, it's changing to the next 2,000 labels.
Oh.
It's www.theperiwinklesheep.com.
Oh, cool.
And it actually takes you to my little Etsy shop.
Okay.
Where you'll also find updates. But right now, the best way to really see what it is I'm up to is to follow me on Instagram, Periwinkle Sheep. And I also have a little Facebook page where I try to post the same things. It doesn't always happen. But
Me too.
I dye a little every day, so sometimes the social media gets put on the back burner, and yeah, because I'm busy filling orders.
Yep.
And I'm grateful to all of you.
Yes, I'm trying to be better with my social media. It's like I would post every day. My problem is stopping in the middle of work to take the pictures. I don't take the pictures.
Oh yeah.
That's the part. That's the hard part.
So
it's not the posting.
Just when I know that the light in the afternoon around 3 o'clock is perfect.
Yes.
The seasons change and the weather changes, and I have to anyway
Figure it out again.
That's the kind of small problem that you want to have.
Yes, that is the small
Honestly.
problem. And I mean, you're doing this business. It's just you.
It's just me.
Yeah. So you have to wear the dyer hat. You have to wear the media hat. The accounting hat. Yes.
Well, the accounting part is the part that I'm worst at, really.
I think that's all of us.
So I have a wonderful person that's doing it for me.
Oh, nice.
Yep. He and his partner, they keep me on the straight and narrow with the bookkeeping, and it's fabulous. And it was just such a relief to be able to let that part go.
Yeah.
Because then I can focus on what I'm good at.
Which is color. Yeah, so clearly you're good at color. Look at all these colors. And these are not all the colors. This was just one bag you had in the car. Like, there's so many more. So can I ask you, like, how did you get good at color?
It's actually sheer practice. I know what I like to knit with. I know what I want to wear. And look at us, we're just in black
I know, we're both
today.
in black. Isn't
But
it
also,
funny?
so can I talk about how the Periwinkle Sheep became the Periwinkle Sheep?
I would love that.
I was brainstorming with a really, really, really good friend of mine. It's like, okay, what do we name this company?
Oh.
And I knew I wanted it something to do with sheep because, you know, the sheep theme goes way back in my family. So, and I'm like, I really like the color periwinkle. Because you know what? You take that color and you put it on anybody, and it looks good on them.
Blondes or brunettes?
Anybody,
skin tone.
any skin tone. And I have yet to meet somebody that doesn't, you know, they may not want to wear it, but it's like an okay color. So it's like, okay, it's to me, it's like the universal color.
Oh, very cool.
And the colorways that I've been dyeing, they have evolved over time. You know, in the beginning, I feel like I didn't really know what I was doing too well, but, you know, as with anything, the more you knit, the better your knitting gets.
Definitely.
And the more you cook, the better your cooking gets. It's practice. It's just, it's sheer practice. And then somebody will approach me and ask me for, hey, can you dye this? And then I'll go, because I love also being inspired by nature and art. I love going to museums. For example, there's a Museum Olana near me in the Hudson Valley, and it's the residence of the painter Frederick Church.
Oh, cool.
And if you're ever up there, you have to go because the interior colors in that museum are absolutely fantastic.
Nice.
And I'd go through with my little notepad and take down colors. So things like that, you know.
Yeah.
I just like, I'm always attuned to how colors are put together in rooms or, you know, on shelves when I see fabrics, for example, things like that.
Do you have an art background?
I do not. I have a literature background.
Huh. Because you have an artist's eye, obviously. If it's something that you're always, you can't
see
not
it.
see it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. So literature background. You're smart.
No.
All right. So anything else you want to add? I just wanted to introduce you and let everyone meet you because I'm hoping that everyone who comes in will fall in love with your yarn because it's beautiful.
And it's dyed with love. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
You know, I really pay attention.
It's dyed with love, and they're beautiful current colors, but they're timeless too. And that's what I love about your palette. So
thank you.
I hope you guys love it too. Probably, what is today? Today's May 8th. So hopefully by mid-June, you will see the Periwinkle Sheep in the shop. I will keep you guys updated. But thanks so much for coming. And thanks for letting me do this. Thank you. Yay! Bye, guys.
Bye.
Alrighty, pals. That's the end of this one. I hope it wasn't too long. I hope it wasn't too rambly. Thank you for joining me. If you are liking my podcast, please subscribe. And if you liked this video especially, please give it a thumbs up. And of course, leave a comment if you have anything you'd like to add, because I love hearing from you guys. And I think that's it. Thank you again. I hope you have a lovely week. Happy knitting to you, and be well, beautiful humans. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. See you later. So, nope, we're not going to say so.
Bah.